This Meerkat moment reviews in detail story creation, editing, and management in the Libercus content management system. The Libercus story management area allows for quick overviews and specific searches for creating and managing text content. The system provides for a very flexible workflow that complements an organization's publishing processes. In the Content Stories area, we will navigate to find a story that is already in progress of being completed. There are selections that allow for us to find the story very quickly. The Story Status Filter pull-down allows for the user to choose stories based on a publishing status. These statuses allow for story routing, approvals, and restrictions. In our example, we will select the status of draft. Further, the Publish Date filter is used to reduce the number of articles shown based on various time windows. Additionally, one can use free text searches to narrow down the stories presented in the story list. This filter allows for filtering based on the media type such as text, video for example. Once the filter choices are made, clicking on the Update button will apply the filters. Again, we will edit an existing article. As you can see, the Libercus Story Content Creation area is very intuitive yet provides rich features that allow you full control for story markup and placement on the website. The system provides typical publishing system fields such as title, byline, and story text. We can access more story fields by clicking on the main heading bars for additional titles and teaser. An area to note is the SEO key, which is content used by popular search engines to index the story. The SEO key is automatically created when the title of the story is first created. The teaser section provides the ability to display a different title and summary of the article for the front page, for example, or another area on your site. The story text section allows for the manipulation of the body text of the article. By default, the TinyMCE editor is shown. The TinyMCE editor can be used in the standard mode or in full screen without any need to exit the Libercus system. Simply click the full screen button to the far left in either mode to swap. The TinyMCE editor supports stylized text, paragraph formatting, list formatting, and more. Media may also be attached to the story in this area and is reviewed in another Meerkat moment. As an alternative to the TinyMCE editor, there is an HTML state that may be used to allow for pasting of HTML pre-prepared content or to manipulate elements of the article in more detail. The Properties tab displays the mini story options. The published date is auto-populated with the current date, but can be changed if another publishing date is desired. A common example is to set articles to auto-publish at a specific date in the future. Clicking on the date field expands to a mini calendar. We will select today's date. Also available is the story status selection. We will change our story from draft to published. As a more specific function to the published date, Publish Control allows the article to be released and unpublished at a predefined dates and times. The story styles is used to assign specific HTML template styles according to where the article is to be presented. This presentation can be different for the front page, a section, full story display, and email newsletter. Your designer's pre-built designs will show up here for selection. Displayed here are just a few examples, and the naming for each of these is up to you. For our example, we will leave the selections to standard. Through the Libercus system, geotagging allows for presentation of locally relevant content, advertising, and more. Geotagging integrates with Google Maps. An address or location can be searched. Libercus will return either the exact coordinates for your search, or if a zip code is searched, it will give you the coordinates for the center of the zip code. Or we can use the map to find the location by dragging the marker. The displayed address will change to the closest address. Clicking Save will enter the final coordinates into the article record. In the Story Dates section shows the date information relating to the article under Edit. For new articles, no data will be displayed until the article is saved. The Assigned Sections area allows for publishing the story to specific sections, are also known as categories. Simply select the sections in the drop-down that you would like the article to appear in and click the Add button. Once you have selected the appropriate sections, you can reorder them by dragging and dropping or delete the section relationship by clicking on the trash can icon. Further, a priority number for the article will ensure that the article appears in the most correct position in a story list. We hope that you understood the simplicity of the Libercus story interface and the richness it provides, and we have only touched on the surface of this capability. We encourage you to contact Evidal & Associates to take a closer look at Libercus and find out more about this complete solution.